What's up, everybody? I am Jasprit Singh, and welcome to the Minority Mindset. Where would we be without our schools, right? I do think that education is the backbone of our society. The only problem is school is failing society. The world is changing and innovating fast, and school isn't really keeping up. I went through a lot of schooling. I guest speak in high schools and I go to law schools right now. I've seen how schools operate and I've seen the things that they don't teach, but the real problem is many of us believe that our education starts and stops with school. That would be okay, except school really doesn't teach a lot of things that you probably really want to know. The way our school systems is set up is that we have one curriculum which is meant to fit the majority of people. We're taught to think inside the box, follow the rules, and then we're given the basic tools we need to get a decent paying job. That works out great if that's what you want to do, which ends up being the majority of people, but it doesn't work out too well if you're looking for more than just a decent paying job, or if you're looking for more than just getting by. Now, let me just say, I really enjoyed going to school. I loved learning about different ideas and things and philosophies. Even though they didn't really have much to do with money or business, I'm weird. But anyways, here are 3 things that school never taught me that you probably are gonna have to learn on your own. First, school never taught me how to make money. Listen, I don't care if you think money is evil or the best thing in the world. The reality is, it costs money to eat and it costs money to feed people. Oh, and it also costs money to drive a car, have a house, pay your bills, go to the movies, and do pretty much everything else in life. I come from a traditional Punjabi Indian family. I was never taught entrepreneurship, business, or money. Nobody told me these things. I was always told that if I wanted to make money, I had to go to school, get a degree, and then this degree will give me a job. So I had to study really hard so I can get a good job. And school feeds us this assumption, so we continue to buy into that system. There's always this negative vibe and perception around making money, so people just avoid talking about it. But you already know I don't beat around the bush. There's nothing wrong with wanting to make a lot of money as long as you're gonna do it honestly and ethically. But school won't teach you how to do that. They'll teach you to be an employee. Second, school didn't teach me a thing about managing my money. Debt is expensive, and school, they never taught me that. My teachers would just laugh. They would laugh in class about how they're drowning in debt as if it's normal and if it's just a part of life. 8 out of 10 Americans live in debt. That's 80% of America that lives in debt. Debt has become so ingrained in our culture and our society that people can't imagine a world without debt, right? We have credit card payments, student loans, car payments, our home mortgage, and then we're now financing our furniture too. School never taught me how to budget my money or how to live below my means so I don't have to rack up unnecessary debt or even not get any debt at all. But shh, don't say that too loud because people will think you crazy if you tell them that you don't have to have any debt. And school never taught me how I can grow my money by investing in seeds. And third, school never taught me to think outside the box. Believe it or not, there are people that are making millions of dollars a year from their social media accounts alone. There are people that work for themselves, and there are people that work only off their laptops so they can work when they want from anywhere in the world. You see, school teaches us to follow systems, but being your own boss or starting a business or doing something different like becoming an actor or an entertainer, that's kind of like breaking the rules, and school doesn't really know what to do with that. Whoa, Jimmy, I think you're getting a little bit crazy. I think we need to put you in timeout. To innovate, you have to be different, but school teaches us to blend in. And I'm sorry to break it to you business school students, but business school doesn't teach you to start a business. It teaches you to work in the corporate world. Oh my God, why doesn't school teach us this? We have to change our curriculums right now. Whoa, slow down there, cowboy. See, it's not as easy as it sounds. How do you expect schools to teach this to their students? Remember, schools are made for the majority of people. And if you're teaching you how to make money without working a job, how to invest their money, and how to be their own boss, there's a good chance they wouldn't be teaching you anymore. Sure, I get it, there are exceptions, but let me ask you this. Would you rather work as a teacher making $50,000 a year, or would you rather work for yourself and make $200,000 a year? Or even if you made $50,000 for yourself or $50,000 as a teacher, which would you choose? I'm not putting the blame on our teachers. They're working really hard and they're doing everything they can. Our society will crumble without our teachers. The problem isn't our teachers. The problem is that our society has developed a majority mindset way of thinking. We think that in order to get really successful, you have to get lucky. That the only way to make money is by working a 9 to 5, and that not having any debt It's stupid. And then if you do something different or decide to take a risk, well, that's wrong and that's taboo. But that's okay, don't worry about it. You don't have to follow the majority, and look on the bright side. If they didn't think like that, there'd be no minority mindset. What's up everybody? Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with me? Let me know in the comments below, and don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every single week. So hit the subscribe button below or hit this button right here even if you're on your phone. Follow me on Snapchat and follow us on Instagram here, and check out some of our latest videos by clicking these buttons below.